How about the stuff here, the brand new exhibit, Elvis Presley's Memphis? What do you think?
Ah, it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah?
Having all this together at the new building is fantastic.
Do you foresee anybody coming up and doing anything like what Elvis has done? It's kind of a loaded question, isn't it?
Probably not. He's kind of in a league in his own, isn't he?
It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing how many lives he touched and all over the world.
And continues to touch.
And continues to touch.
It really is.
We have an exciting week planned. Elvis, of course, is a man who gets 8 days in his week. That's how cool he is.
The Elvis Week dance party getting it kicked off. Let's see what you can do on the dance floor.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Memphis. What do you mean, where am I from?
Well, I didn't know if you came into town to run here.
Oh, yeah, no.
Awesome.
Yeah,
do you do 5Ks a lot?
Not a ton, but this is my favorite. This is the one I would never miss.
Wow.
We have the special, and it is 8 hours long. He says, 8 hours? We've never done a performer for 8 hours.
The kitchen is where we found Lisa Marie's golf cart key.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
so, and it was in a junk drawer.
In the junk drawer.
It
right.
really was.
And Elvis said, man, that's what spiritual is. I've always been that way. Even when that's where I got my music from.
210. 210, anyway, able to go $210,000 bid, give it a 10, able to go 10, anyway, able to go 210. 210, anyway, able to go $210,000 bid, give it a 10, able to go 210. And I have sold $200,000.
I can feel his hand in mine, and that's enough for me. This train, she's bound for glory. If you want to get to heaven, you gotta be holy. This train, she's bound for glory. This train. Was it for the lighthouse? Tell me, where would this ship be?
Pop singer who you have actually seen in action as much as Elvis, thanks to the movies.
It could not be possible that a young man like Elvis would come out of nowhere and just get lucky.
When he was nominated for a Grammy, he commented to her, I don't know why they're doing this, I'm just doing what I love.
And Presley saved everything, and in that sense, that part of it was a gold mine. But it wasn't so much that as that the Colonel saved everything plus.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
I think what stands out to most people, and especially the fans, is his generous spirit.
Next morning when we got up to leave, you put your bag out, it disappeared. You know, we never lost a bag.
Wow. Elvis Presley Airlines.
Don't ask them how to spell their name and take all that time. Just sign your name. And he looked at me and he said, let me explain something. Which is something you never wanted to hear him say, by the way.
And I looked out and here was this guy gyrating and singing and just cute as he could be. And all these little girls up around the stage grabbing for him.
He said, was he really that good? You know, because Ed Parker had promoted him to 8th Dan, which is an 8th degree black belt. And I said, of course. You know, if I would have had the ability at that time, I would have given him 10th.
There were no complimentary tickets to an Elvis Presley show. If Elvis gave you a ticket and said, here, be my guest to the show, you paid for that ticket.
I says, well, there's 3 important people on this airplane. You, Elvis, and me. And he says, keep those inspections coming.
Yeah, Sun is largely unchanged, and you go in there and just Elvis's photos are all over the place staring at you, and you can't help but feel something in that room.
We realize the key thing about this movie will be that we will look at Elvis, the
musician, the artist, and that's the focus of the two films.
We're very proud to have been associated with those projects and everything else that we do together. Luckily as well, we're not just proud, they actually worked. So 1.5 million sales around the world of The Wonder of You, If I Can Dream, and 800,000 of The Wonder of You. So Elvis still selling strongly around the world.
Wow, this is beautiful. You can't tell me that Elvis is not alive. I mean, this proves it, right? People still love his voice, his music, and even with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, or even a symphony orchestra, people loved it.
So I'm walking in the rain, thumbing for a ride on this lonely Kentucky back road. I've loved you much too long, my love is too strong to let you go. Never knowing what went wrong.
Did Elvis get in trouble? I've always heard that Gladys was very protective of him.
Well, you heard right now, that's for sure.
I was impressed with the fact that he wanted to come down, he wanted to be deputized. He wanted a badge, and I gave him one.
You were just friends, there was no jealousy there.
Well, I was a little jealous, but
I like that.
But he wasn't. Yeah.
So I'm being responsible when we go outside. I wave down a cab, and we get in the back of the cab, and I say, Hilton Hotel. And the guy looked around, he says, you're at the Hilton.
He never ever forgot where he came from. He never forgot those humble beginnings. And I think and of course, gospel music. He grew up on gospel, which was his inspiration.
While we're on that, and we talked about maybe saving this for last, but since we're talking about Suspicious Minds, could we hear you do a little bit of it?
Sure.
Want to go to the piano?
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out 'cause I love you too much, baby.
I hadn't seen the guy in over 3 months, and I said, "You're kidding." He said, "No, Hound Dog." I said, "Big Mama Thornton?" He said, "No, some white kid named Elvis Presley."
I sang that song for Elvis in his house, and he sat there on the floor listening to me sing. And as I tried to sober up, a voice inside my coffee cup kept crying out, ringing in my ears. Don't cry, Daddy. Daddy, please don't cry. And I do a terrible Elvis imitation, but you know where it's coming from. He says, "I'm gonna cook that for my daddy." And he did.
That's to me where the real rock and roll in Elvis starts, with Tutti Frutti, Blue Suede Shoes, My Baby Left Me. The sound on those is fabulous.
My first session, thank you very much, was Suspicious Mind.
He would do take 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Until we were happy, he was happy. But he was great every time. Singing wasn't a problem for Elvis Presley.
He'd say, "Anybody want to hug me, you better do it now, because in just a minute I'm going to turn into a star and I can't talk to you."
Give credit to Elvis, what a perfectionist he was. He kept singing the whole song through. None of this business of singing that part and splicing it into a better part.
I wasn't a fan of, gaga over Elvis until he walked in and I met him.
That didn't last.
And we're all still gagaing over Elvis.
Well, it was hard to focus, because, he was breathtaking.
But the real treat was completely a cappella in the back seat of a car, listening to Elvis sing and that glorious gift.
He was one of the best guys I ever knew. I mean, Jimmy Morrison and Elvis are two, McQueen, those guys, wow, great guys.
Isaac and I had an unbelievable respect for what Elvis was doing globally, and also his love and admiration for this community and what Memphis was.
We would like to present this to the museum at Graceland to keep in the permanent archives and for all of you to enjoy and hopefully get to see it.
Down here, there's some letters that say Bill. And if you look at some old photographs, you see Scotty has Scotty written in these same letters, Bill has his name written in these same letters, and Elvis does.
I said, you know, he's really cute. When you go out to sing, I'm going to go talk to Elvis. So he said, I brought you here to see my show. I said, well, I can see you anytime.
All the RCA people are standing, we're ready to shake his hand. He didn't even look at him. He walked by, went up in the studio, saw me, came over and said, Armin, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know about tomorrow. That's a song I did.
Singing your song?
Yes.
To you?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Wow. Wow, I have to say, this is the largest anniversary we have ever had. So I want to thank you all. You are keeping Elvis Presley alive, truly.
In keeping with the fan tradition, now is the time for the Sea of Solidarity as we ask everybody to light their candles one time as a group. We have news media here from all around the world and our friends and family watching at home. So if you'll get your candles ready and start to light them, hold your candles high in the air for this incredible photo moment and let the world know why we are gathered here tonight.
On behalf of myself and my children, we are very happy to be here with you tonight. It's because of you and only you, your dedication, your love of my father that keep him alive the way you have. And we thank you for that, we appreciate you for that, and we love you.